Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Rack and Roost. Today we're going to be talking about my buck harvest. If you've been following along with us through the year, you saw that I had a pretty good opening weekend, harvesting 2 does in the first 2 mornings of the season. After that though, it kind of took a shift on me. I had encounters with deer. I saw quite a few bucks, but I only had one close enough that I was able to pull back on that you'll see later here in the video. I had a week off here. God blessed us with a beautiful child on October 13th this year. So, we couldn't be any more excited and blessed with this little baby. So, I'm very fortunate that I was able to keep hunting after having the baby. So, it's kind of been a strange year. I've had some decent bucks on camera, but they're all at night still. My dad, he's out right now as I'm speaking. He's been having issues even seeing a buck to consider to shoot, not even just a big one, anything legal. So it's been a weird year. We're not quite sure why, but my cameras are even kind of dry right now. We're in the middle of November and you should be seeing deer chasing and everything, but it just really hasn't happened where we're at. But let's go to the morning I shot my buck. I know I say it later in the video, but it was about 50 degrees on Sunday, and it was dropping down to like 27 or 28 degrees into Monday morning. So I knew that I had a couple hours in the day to sneak out in the morning to hopefully get it done, and man, it was a fun morning. I got to my stand about 5:45, and it was about 10 after 7. I heard a deer behind me. Saw it was a buck. He was coming to my right, and I was focused on him, and I was grunting to see if I could pull him in. He was only about 40 yards away in the brush, but I just happened to look over my shoulder, and there he was, just standing there. He was about 40 yards from me as well, and he turned and he came right down where I walked in the morning, and as you'll see in the footage, he was right there, and he stepped out, gave me a perfect shot. I wasn't able to get him stopped. I don't like to shoot at deer walking, but I knew he wasn't moving fast enough and he was close enough that with my Matthews I could take the chance by aiming forward a little bit, and I hit him double lung and he crashed within sight. He maybe went 60 yards. That was a good feeling. I've had a couple stressful past years, not seeing them crash or hearing them crash, and so it was a pretty good feeling. I usually don't get too fired up after harvesting a deer, but I was pretty excited for this. But yeah, the other cool thing is after we found them and got them home and everything, I was going through and checking my my reveal pictures. Here I had the first buck I saw and the buck I harvested on a camera behind me about 80 yards working a scrape, and then within 2 minutes I saw both of them. It happened quick. And the buck I got, he ended up on 3 of my cameras within that process. So it was pretty cool to get all those pictures, and I got good footage of them, right there beside me and everything else. So it was meant to be. Everything worked out perfectly. Like I said, I couldn't be any more ecstatic with the deer I harvested. The lease that we hunt, they've been selling chunks off every year, so it's hard to tell. This could be my last season on that lease, and if it was, I sure made the most of it. So thank you for following along. I appreciate you watching and hope you enjoy the video. Alright, it is October 8th. Alright, it is October 10th. Alright, it is the evening of October 11th. It is my first time out since my wife and I had our son earlier this week. Alright, it is Tuesday, October 21st. It's October 22nd. It is October 23rd. It is October 25th. It's October 27th. It is 5 o'clock, October 28th. October 8 o'clock. I just had an encounter about 20 minutes ago with a pretty nice buck. That's the first buck all year that I've seen worth even considering to shoot. It's the first time I've seen a buck chasing a doe in the woods in at least 5 years, if not longer, so it's a good sign. It's a bummer I didn't get a shot at him, but we're gonna hang tight till probably 11 or 12. Hopefully he's not the last one we see today. November 2nd, set number 22 for the season for me. I think he's down right there. Oh my God. It's 7:15. I think he's down. Oh baby, is he a dandy? I think he's down. Well, it's November 10th. We had a big drop in temperature yesterday to this morning. It's been right around 50s pretty much all hunt season. But last night it dropped. After it rained, it dropped down to about 28 degrees and a little bit of snow. So I got in here, I don't know, 5:45 this morning, got all set up, and I mean, it happened so fast. I had a smaller buck coming this way behind me, and I was grunting to him to see if he wasn't small, but decent. I was trying to get him to come my way, and then I just looked over to my right here, and this buck was coming right down where I walked in, and he was standing right here. But I mean, it's only been 6 minutes. I got a hold of my dad and my grandpa. It's gonna be about a half hour, 45 minutes till we even get down to look for him. But I think he went down. I think it was a good shot. I'm pretty sure I saw him crashing over here. But fingers crossed. You never know. So, but yeah, sweet November, baby. I'm gonna review the hit a couple times just to make sure, but I think it was pretty good. So, let's go. Alright, my dad and grandpa are here, so we're gonna get down and start tracking this sucker. Like I said, I think he's down, but